Hello, guys. Welcome. Here we have Zach Rowland and Aiden Garcia. They're the bikers for this cross Canada trip. I'm the main
mother
of this trip. My name is Jeremy, and yeah, we are the three people traveling across Canada.
Los tres amigos.
So Zach, would you like to just tell us a little bit about what we're doing here
Well, we're
and where we are?
And what does life mean?
We're not gonna
What do you mean?
addressing any philosophical issues in this video. Well, basically, so we're now in Thunder Bay, Ontario. We got here with much difficulty, but we did it, and now we're super stoked to take on the rest of Canada. And this is kind of just a short little video describing kind of our favorite parts of the trip so far. We're just going to talk about it so that you guys can kind of get a recap, and then we'll tell you sort of where we're going to go with it. So I guess we'll start with a couple of highlights of the trip. Well, okay, personally, one of my highlights has been just coming in today, and we were supposed to only do about 80 Ks, but we started before Wraith, technically, in this little rest stop where we met this weird trucker, but I'll talk about that later. Maybe in my blog. You guys will have to read it. But we came into Thunder Bay, and we saw the sign, and so, yeah, sorry, Sean, we didn't find the lookout point that you were talking about. We tried. We did look for it, but we didn't find it. And so we kind of just kept going. And we're coming into Thunder Bay, and the shoulder stopped, and Jeremy had told us that he was going to meet us at a Tim Hortons, which we didn't find. So we kept going, and we just kept going. You know, why not? Because it was a shorter day, so we still had energy left in our legs. And we're going, and then it's starting to go downhill, and we're all excited because we love downhill so much. And so we just went with the flow, and we went all the way to the waterfront. It was just so great because you saw lakes appear. I've never seen any of the Great Lakes or been in Ontario at all. So it was really great. Great Lakes, great. Okay, and basically we come into the waterfront, and we got to dip our feet in the freezing cold water. And it was just the highlight of my day because it was, I don't know, it felt like such a milestone on the trip, reaching the Great Lakes.
Oh, there should be a second highlight of your day, though.
Okay, wait. And
what count did you get to?
Oh! Yes, okay. And also seeing boats for the first time since Vancouver, basically. But, okay. Also, today, we reached 100 banana peels. Woo! Yeah, dude. I took a picture of that.
Okay, awesome.
But basically, I've been counting banana peels on the side of the road since BC, and today was number 100. We saw the 100th banana peel, and we're now at 102. We saw 2 since then.
One of them was actually whole. It wasn't even a peel. It was like a full banana.
The with the wastefulness.
The people.
It's sickening. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, that was really great. But other than that, yeah, things have been going good for all of those who are wondering how the car is running. It is running. Okay, have faith in me. It's. You have something to say about it?
Okay. The check engine light has been on for about 20 days.
It's day 25.
Today's day 25, so
It's pretty good.
we had like 2 days of check engine light, and then in hope it stopped. Or so only 1 day actually of check engine light. In hope it stopped, and then about 4 days later it started up again, and it's been on ever since.
It's
we never
fine.
checked the engine, but it's still running. So
It was running a little low on oil, so I put some of the juices in it, and
V8.
should have had a V8.
no, you don't put vegetable juice in an engine. Okay, well basically it's still running good, despite the fact that Aiden's been pumping it full of V8 juice, and the support vehicle is running strong, or so I like to think it does. Although it bottoms out every time we get into it, because Aiden gained a lot of weight on this trip, and the car just can't handle
What kind
it.
of weight, Zach? Muscle. Probably fat, actually.
From the amount we eat. Or
All the
YouTube.
muffins we get at like the random little bakeries, and then not to mention all the fruit. This guy, Although that pie in BC was to die for. Honestly,
Yeah.
you guys have never had real pie in your lives.
Until you go out in the middle of nowhere and get it from the side of the
BC,
road.
yeah, exactly. Not sketchy at all. They were having a sale on pie. I've never been to a pie sale before. It was so great. Oh man. Anyways, I'm done talking for a while. Aiden, what about you? What's your joie de la vie on the trip?
Le joie de la vie. I guess. Well, one thing that has been pretty great has been the people that we've met so far. I think maybe during the first half of the trip, Zach and I, we didn't really talk to that many people.
We
Just
didn't
kind
really
of
meet a lot of people.
Well, yeah, we didn't really meet a lot of people, but those that we did, I guess, had an opportunity to talk to, we didn't. But we've seen a lot more cyclists and stuff like that, and even Jeremy and I in a parking lot today, we were talking to this sweet old lady, and
Oh yeah.
and so yeah, I mean, we're just getting, I guess, getting out there a bit more, to say it that way, I guess, just talking to people, see what they're doing. There's this one guy who will post his link or website thing in our blog or whatever.
Jacob?
But this guy Jacob, he's actually walking across Canada.
Crazy.
He started in Victoria and he's finishing in St. John.
And he has a magnificent beard to prove it.
But what's even crazier is that he started in January. So he was doing Rogers Pass, so like all of the Rocky Mountains in like the dead of winter. And so like it's just crazy. And he's hoping to finish his trip by December. And like an East Coast winter is going to be a great way to end it off. But anyway, so I mean, like there are so many people that are really like, well, I guess some of them touched in the head maybe, but like other people that like just there are all kinds of people that we've been meeting, and I mean I think we really fit in there. Zach I think is one of the specialer people on this group. Just kidding, because I'm totally normal.
Well, no, we heard about this crazy French guy and his dog that are walking across Canada as well. And we talked to this one cyclist going westbound on a lie down bike. This guy was he had some weight to him, but I don't know how he was doing this trip. Honestly, it was incredible. It was inspiring. Oh yeah, because he was still lying down. So I mean, it's like having a couch potato but still pedaling at the same time. It was impressive. Anyways, he told us about this. Well, we told him about the guy walking across Canada, and he responded saying, "Oh yeah, I heard about a guy saw a guy walking across Canada, and he had a dog. Crazy French guy." We're like, hey, he was French as well, from Montreal.
But he didn't have a dog.
No, but he didn't have a dog. So he was like, what? Did he eat the dog? Oh my god. And we're like, oh, what if he did eat the dog? But no, Jacob he didn't seem crazy enough to eat a dog. He was a real nice guy. Anyways,
Yeah.
You should check out his blog. He's cool. And yeah, he talked to us for a little while, and he definitely didn't eat his dog. But we're gonna find this crazy French guy, and we're gonna see if he has a dog, and we'll tell you guys.
And there's also a horse lady who's also riding a horse across Canada.
Oh no, but she's going west.
Oh.
And we didn't see her.
Yeah.
But we passed this Australian guy apparently.
No, he was not Australian.
I swear he was.
He was not Australian.
Anyways,
a little bit.
We've been passing a lot of people on bikes, which makes us feel pretty good.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
we're usually going way faster than them. Oh yeah, so Jeremy, why don't you tell everybody how proud of us you are?
This is gonna be disappointing.
Every day, I want these guys to do 150 kilometers. Today they did 96.
Come on, man.
No,
We had reason to
you
do
know,
a short
just today it was a good day to do a short ride. You know, I've been just hammering them about doing 150 kilometers each day, and they've been disappointing me day after day with like 146 kilometers. But, you know, today was an exception. You know, we're in a beautiful place. We're Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is such a great place. The people here are amazing, and yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of these guys.
Such lies. He's gonna tell us tonight that he's absolutely so disappointed with us. The love-hate relationship we have with our mother. She gives us food, or he gives. Jeremy gives us food, and yet every day he just rebukes us, no matter how hard we work for him. I feel like this whole trip is just trying to impress Jeremy, and for what gain? We can never be good enough for him.
Or just accept that I'm not good enough.
I haven't quite gotten there yet.
Okay.
He's defeating us from the inside. It hurts.
But actually, it's pretty hilarious how this trip has been Well, for sure we've gotten a lot closer together.
Yeah.
But the way that we tease each other now and stuff has just been like so much deeper than it's ever been before. Like the amount of picking at each other that we do is just, it's great. I
I'm
love
the
it.
bunt end of most
Yeah,
of it.
Zach is a bunt.
Zach is just.
He just gets wrecked day after day.
Destroyed.
And it's so great. And like this, and honestly, like the stuff that we get a kick out is just like the weirdest thing. Is like, Jeremy is by himself like most of the day, just baking in the car. And then B, Zach and I are just like staring at miles and miles of road for hours on end.
It comes to the
And
point
so-
where we can look at a cloud and it will appear to be moving. We'll be like, dude, look how fast those clouds are moving. And Jeremy will be like, guys, they're not moving. We're like, they're definitely moving. So yeah, we're kind of losing our marbles a little bit, but
I don't. Maybe it's not really losing our marbles. It's just like taking
even-
away the filter that we used to have.
I've never
And ex-
actually had any marbles, man.
Yeah, me neither.
Like,
Yeah, I think
I've
we
always
left those
wanted-
back in Vancouver.
Marbled cheese.
Are we talking about real cheese? No, we're talking about. Okay, never mind. Moving on. Marbles. But yeah, I mean, there has been some interesting parts. I mean, like, we ran into some hay bales once in Saskatchewan because I really wanted to
Sorry.
run into a hay bale.
I think so.
The spider?
No, not the spider.
Oh. Okay, never
Sorry.
mind.
That's right. Shh, mother. I really wanted to run into a hay bale in Saskatchewan because we were seeing them. And I was like, you know, Aiden, there's one thing I want to do is just run straight into one. So we did, actually. We saw a hay bale and it was about an hour ahead. And you can see an hour ahead when you're biking, which is the worst thing ever. And so we bike along and we finally get to the hay bale and we just run straight into it. It was really great. It was really great.
I think once you can cuddle a hay bale and it like stabs you in a million different places and you actually enjoy it, you know you've been sitting on a bike for too long.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, the heat has gotten us several times. Kind of like when we were biking out of
Someplace.
someplace,
Is that what it's called?
and
I
then
think so.
what when the guy honked at you?
Oh yeah. There's this one day, I think it was in like around Regina or something like that, or going into Moose Jaw. I
Brandon.
can't remember.
Coming out
Oh,
of Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Anyways, we were going out of Brandon, and I was cycling ahead of Zach, and quite often I like check behind me just to make sure everything's okay, and just like keep on cycling. And maybe about a minute had gone by, and you know just kept riding along, minding my own business. And then all of a sudden I hear like a guy beep at me. And sometimes you get people that beep at you and they wave and they're like, "Rock on, man," or whatever. And you're like, "Yeah, peace on you." And then just like a bunch of stuff like that. But then other times, like, I don't know, people are just jerkos and so they like beep at you and like scare you or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, this guy beeped at me in a very angry kind of fashion. And I was like, "Oh shoot, am I on the road or something like that? Or is he just being mean to me?" And I look over at him to see what's going on. Because you usually need that like eye contact to see like, okay, is he angry at me? Because sometimes all horns sound angry unless you really know what the driver's thinking. Anyways, so I look over at the driver and he's like pointing back and I'm like, "Oh, what happened?" So I like turn around and look and Zach's just collapsed on the side of the shoulder, like laying there in the grass. I'm like, "Oh shoot, something happened to him." So I'm like, "Thanks," and then like I turn around and like, "Oh no, what happened?" And then I get to Zach and he's like, "I saw that patch of grass and I just wanted to lie down in it." And I was like, "Oh, thanks for giving me that heart attack."
It was so nice though, because it was such a hot day, and I was biking along, and I was wearing my long pants, because when we saw Jeremy and Brandon, I didn't get rid of my pants, because it had been cool all day. I was like, oh, so glad I have these pants on. So I forgot to take my pants off. I have cycling shorts underneath them, by the way, so don't worry, I wasn't biking in the nude. But basically, I forgot to leave my pants with Jeremy, and so I had to wear them, and it was so hot. It just got so hot so fast. And I saw the patch of grass, and it just kind of... and it was the most wonderful thing ever. But yeah, we've had a lot of just random times like that. And you know, in all honesty, like, the simplest things keep us going on the road because it can get so monotonous that you just need something little to keep you going. Like this one time I was just biking along and listening to my music peacefully, but really just nothing. Nothing going on up there. That's just kind of what happens when you've been biking on. Don't even think about it. When you've been biking along on a straight road forever, and it's just there's nothing to entertain you. And then Aiden comes up behind me, and with his face like. Honestly, it looks like he got whacked in the face with a 2x4 or something. But he comes and he's like, "Hey, buddy!" And it scared me so bad. Oh my gosh, it was so hilarious though. So we just kind of joke about it. But it's like little things like that. Like keeping your attitude positive makes such a huge difference to how we get around. It's been good.
Get around town.
Get around.
Oh yeah, and also like something that's been just really fun too is like although the cycling has been so amazing and just like I said, like we both like we all pick on each other like so much now and stuff. But honestly, like the time that we spend together during the lunch breaks or at dinner or in the tent at night is just so hilarious. Like the stuff we start talking about and just like I don't know, we just get to the weirdest conversations ever and we just laugh so hard about it. And honestly, like I've just laughed I think more than I ever have, which says a lot because I laugh a lot. So I mean,
these guys spent nearly 2 hours in the tent last night talking about whether or not a mosquitoologist would be a good career path.
It would be. It would be a good career path.
Oh.
But anyway, so just in like I said, like picking on each other has been great, but like just having real talks and like just silly talks and just spending time with these guys have been really awesome and. Yeah, I mean, it's been a real part of the trip. And I think the trip has...
Real, man.
It's not just about the cycling, but like the time that we spend together. So, yeah, it's a good trip.
But the cycling has been good as well. I mean, we got a lot of good views. A lot of butt pain.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the serious effects of sitting on a tiny seat for 7 hours a day. You should definitely consult your doctor before even thinking about it. And
then consult him during the trip and consult him after the trip
and then send him on a bike and then consult him afterwards. And he'll be like, "No, man, you don't want to do this. You're never going to be able to walk the same again." Yeah, but we're going to have to get like prostate exams or something at the end of this trip. Because honestly,
I don't.
It's probably done at least a little damage. But I think that we've taken enough time. Sorry. Our plans now. We're in Thunder Bay, and we're gonna try. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it to Ottawa in like 5-6 days, something like that. I don't know. He's
for sure by this time next week,
or a little less than this time next week, because that's what he said yesterday, something like that. And then we're gonna take a rest day in Ottawa. Then we're gonna bike 200 k's in one day to Montreal. Be a lovely day. To the countryside in Quebec.
Countryside.
And we're also going to take a rest day in Montreal because we really want to see the city. We won't really need the rest day, but also I'm going to be going to school there next year, so we're going to check out the university campus.
You're gonna stay with Jeremy's uncle.
Yeah, stay with Jeremy's uncle. Yeah, free food, free beds. Oh yeah,
free
cool.
snacks.
Just watch him charge us. Be like $200. Anyways.
And from there, from Montreal, it's going to be probably about a total of 5 days to Halifax. So I mean, we're looking at around 2 weeks left until we finish up here, guys. And we just want to thank everyone so much for their support thus far. Honestly, everyone that's made donations, you've been absolutely crucial to helping us get this far. And we could not have done it without you. And it's just been all the encouragement we get from the little things that you guys post, like even tiny comments is just huge. So keep at it, guys. And please keep sharing the blog and everything. And if you still want to make a donation, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. Or if you find someone and be like, yo, these guys, help them out.
They're good people.
They're good people.
But yeah, just because the trip has already started and is, I guess, nearly to an end, it doesn't mean that we still don't need help from you guys. So yeah, I mean, like Zach said, any help that you could give, even if it's just sending the word out to friends, or just people who might be interested, or people along the way who would be more than willing to open up their doors, just mainly along like the Highway 1 route. 17 in Ontario, just let us know. But yeah, like Zach said, you guys have been really crucial to helping us. And like when we look at the comments and just see how many views the blog is getting and stuff like that, it's just really
Super encouraging. Like honestly, it keeps us going. And it's like, oh guys, we have like 4,000 views now. It gives us something like a little pride to write about our days.
Because we know that people are reading them and that they enjoy it. So
yeah, and we're really enjoying the fact that you guys are enjoying the blogs, and it makes us want to keep writing them for you. So yeah, just keep reading, keep sharing. Give us a little thumbs up to know that you're still there, following along. And yeah, just thank you guys so much, and we look forward to doing the rest of the journey with you.
Look, we're right there in the mirror.
Hi.
How do you pause the
There we
post?
are.